It was a dark, rainy night, and I was trapped in a haunted mansion. I was there to make a documentary about the mansion's mysteries, but now I was struggling to make ends meet. I could feel the eyes of something watching me, and the feeling of dread began to wash over me. I started investigating the mansion, and found an old diary that revealed the truth about the house's history. I discovered that the mansion was built over an ancient Indian burial ground, and that the spirits of the dead still roamed the dark corridors. That's when I heard a noise behind me. I turned around, but there was no one there. Then, I heard footsteps approaching, louder and louder. My legs started to shake and sweat trickled down my forehead. Suddenly, a dark figure emerged from the shadows, staring at me with its vacant eyes. I ran to the exit, but the door was locked. I was stuck. I could feel the creature's breath on my neck, and the feeling of fear intensified even more. I thought it was the end, that I would never see the light of day again. But then, something amazing happened. Bright light filled the room, and the creature disappeared. I couldn't believe what was happening, but I knew I had to get out of there as soon as possible. I managed to unlock the door and ran out of the mansion, my heart still pounding. As soon as I left the mansion, I started to feel something strange. My mind seemed to be in a trance-like state, as if something had entered me. I didn't know what it was, but I knew it wasn't good. I went home and tried to sleep, but I couldn't. I felt the presence of the creature, watching me in the dark. I tried to ignore it, but it was impossible. As the days passed, I started to feel unbearable pain throughout my body. I had a fever, my skin was pale, and my eyes seemed to be constantly fixed on something invisible. I knew something was wrong and decided to go to the doctor. The doctor could not diagnose what was happening to me. All scans were normal, but I knew something was wrong. I started researching the mansion and found that other people had also been affected by the creature. I knew I needed to go back there and confront the creature, but I didn't know how to go about it. I decided to seek help and found a group of ghost hunters who offered to help me. I went with a group of ghost hunters to the mansion, and there they started to have a spirit seance to try to contact the creature. I was scared, but I knew I needed to face my fears. During the session, the creature manifested itself and started talking to us. She told us her story and how she had been buried alive in the indigenous cemetery that existed on the site before the construction of the mansion. I was shocked to discover that the creature was a young indigenous woman who had fallen victim to the prejudice and bigotry of the time. She asked us to help her find peace and release her from her suffering. With the help of ghost hunters, we performed a ritual to free the soul of the indigenous girl. I felt a sense of relief when the creature disappeared before my eyes, and I knew I could finally live in peace. Since then, I have never been haunted by the creature again. I learned that fear can be overcome when you face your fears and find the courage to move forward. In the haunted mansion, which was once a place of terror and fear, has become a place of peace and deliverance. Have a good night if you can.